The truth is that many zodiac signs have traits that are highly toxic to them. Some zodiac signs, such as Gemini and Taurus, are despised for being too stubborn. Other zodiac signs, such as Aries and Leo, their toxic traits are said to be in their manipulative ways. Even though Virgos do have an outstanding personality feature, those born between August 23rd and September 22nd may have the most toxic traits of all the zodiac signs. But why are these traits so toxic to Virgo? We have comprised a list of 10 of the possible reasons why Virgo have the most toxic traits of them all. Starting with number 10. Many Virgos are despised for being so critical on everyone and everything. Virgos are noted for their critical thinking skills, but they are also known for their critical attitude towards others. They may feel as people aren't trying hard enough, or as hard as they are, coming across as being very judgmental. Okay, so maybe it's true. Virgos are harsh on things and people, but what many don't realize is how they hold themselves into a higher standard than they do others. Virgos are perfectionists. They tend to blame themselves when things go wrong, even if they never say it. This is also why it is said that when a relationship with a Virgo ends, they turn cold as ice and act as if they never cared in the first place. But the truth is, they do care, but in their minds they interpret this as another one of their failures. Number 9. Virgos are disliked for how easily irritated they can be. Being irritated by everything, even the little things, is one of the most toxic traits to Virgos' characteristics. Virgos 100% hands down despise it when people disturb them. Though it's never on purpose, they can't help themselves, especially if they're in the zone and someone is constantly interrupting them. Virgos become so focused when trying to figure out a task. It drives them nuts when people around them are constantly interrupting them with mundane things. Furthermore, because Virgos don't show their emotions on their face, so many people don't realize how irritable they are making them until it's too late, and Virgo's angry side shows up without warning. Number 8. Virgos are so emotionless and mysterious, it makes other zodiac signs very nervous. Virgos frustrate people in general because they are exceedingly difficult to understand. They don't let their feelings show to anyone, as Virgos are skilled at hiding their feelings until they're needed. Virgos have the perfect poker faces at all times. People are often left confused after having a conversation with Virgo. The conversation from outward appearances looks to be wonderful, flowing, and everything. It is, in fact. However, at the end of the conversation, you will know no more about them or their business than you did before you started talking. People will walk away from the conversation with knowing no more about them than they did when they started, leaving them very puzzled and confused. Virgos are a closed book and build high walls around them. They like to keep their world and their emotions private, making Virgo the most mysterious zodiac sign of them all. Number 7. Virgos have anxiety and they seem to worry about everything. While their amazing memory can be an extremely useful tool, it is also painfully the source of their fear. Regrettably, they may recall every detail of an incident that occurred years ago, and they will be unsettled that they allowed this to occur. They become so worried about things that have happened in the past that their anxiety gets the best of them. Virgos have the tendency to live in their heads. They will stay up all night replaying something that happened years ago, trying to piece together a puzzle to make it all make sense. To them, every mystery involving them must be solved. Many people are irritated by this because they interpret it as an ability to let things go. Unfortunately, Virgos won't be able to do this until all the pieces of the puzzle have been placed back together, leaving many restless nights for Virgo. Number 6. Virgos are famous for their ghosting ability. Many people dislike Virgo for their vindictive and vengeful side. And if you have double-crossed them, Virgo will not give you the satisfaction of thinking that they cared enough to waste time trying to avenge you. Virgos instead impose the infamous cutoff, or in other terms, they will ghost you. Virgos are masters at eliminating individuals from their lives. They will block you from their life, and you won't hear or see from them any longer. Virgo knows that their silence speaks louder than any other kind of retaliation. As a result, Virgos don't bother with trivial games. They will disregard you and move on. This really irritates people because they perceive them as being obstinate and reluctant to reason and forgiveness. The truth is, in Virgo minds, they see it as a waste of time and aren't prepared to waste another second listening to anything else the person has to say or whatever it was that betrayed them. Number 5. Virgos are brutally honest. As we mentioned already, of all the zodiac signs, Virgos hands down are the most misunderstood. One of the main reasons people dislike Virgos, in my opinion, is because people are conditioned to have somebody sugarcoat things for them, blowing smoke up their backsides in order to cushion the blow or spare their feelings. All of this is way too much for Virgos. If you ask a Virgo their opinion or advice, they will tell it to you honestly. You may not like the bluntness of it, but I don't think it's Virgo's fault. Reason being, Virgos despise being lied to. Therefore, they attempt to treat people with the same respect. Number 4. Virgos, they overanalyze everything. Virgos are famously known for their overthinking. They'll obsess over what they've done in the past and what can go wrong in the future. Take a Virgo camping, for example, and you will see their overthinking side firsthand, and how they prepare and pack for such an occasion. A Virgo will prepare a list of items to bring for every possible scenario. A Virgo can never just pick up and go. Their excessive overthinking even drives their friends and family insane, as everything has to be planned and prepared perfectly before they go anywhere. Virgos can read people very well and often find themselves thinking about hidden messages and things or situations. Virgos don't miss anything. They are very in tune with people's body language, and when their body movements aren't concurrent with their words, their intuition kicks into high gear. Virgos will begin to overanalyze every movement combined with every word and will remain fixated on it until they uncover the truth. Therefore, Virgos make great detectives. They can see right through fake people and aren't afraid to question anyone when they see they are lying. But first, they must sit down and stare at the facts and overanalyze everything to make sure everything lines up perfectly. And once they have their facts in place, it's almost impossible to disprove them. Many people despise this trait in Virgos, as they are quick to see through people's fake personas. Number 3. Virgos are very picky. Their intelligence and eagerness to find the best answer to every problem leads to another toxic trait, being excessively choosy. Not only can't they decide on the perfect purchase, and they have to dwell on it for weeks, even months. This is also the same when choosing a spouse. When the quantity of the benefits and drawbacks are comparable, it is difficult for Virgo to make a decision, which frequently results in disastrous outcomes. This also lies another problem. When most people meet someone, they welcome them with open arms and give them the benefit of the doubt of who they are and what they say they are. Virgos are thorough and meticulous in their approach to life. They in fact will keep an eye on you for some time to see if you're worth letting down their defenses and allowing you into their inner circle. This is not necessarily a toxic trait for Virgo, as it's okay that not everyone makes the cut, as Virgo considers it as merely weeding the good out from the bad. Number 2. Virgos, they need a lot of downtime. If you are the type of person who likes to spend every second with someone they love, don't date a Virgo, as you will forever feel as if you've been left abandoned. Virgos need their alone time to concentrate and will seek solitude whenever possible in order to think things through. The truth is, Virgo does enjoy the company of others, but it has to be on their own terms. Virgos need a considerable amount of alone time to recharge the batteries, and they become very agitated when forced to do something, when their energies are depleted. You can never force a Virgo to be social when they don't want to, which leads us to number 1. Virgos are introverted. Many think of an introvert as someone who is shy or quiet, or like we already mentioned, someone who prefers to be alone. While this may be true for certain Virgos, this personality type encompasses much more. When we say introverted, it actually is the way they process the environment around them. Many people associate Virgo with shyness, yet the two are not synonymous. Shyness is emotion, while introversion is a personality trait. Introverted Virgos also prefer to avoid social situations, since they feel more energized or comfortable doing things alone or with just one or two people. Virgos often avoid social events because they have a strong negative reactions to large groups, as they simply prefer to be alone or in a small group. A lot of socializing often depletes their energies, and Virgos are notoriously known for canceling plans last minute when they are not feeling up to it. This leaves many people upset and offended by Virgos' need for isolation, especially Geminis and Sagittarius, as they take it personally. Virgos, on the other hand, are the most dependable people of them all. If you earn their trust and demonstrate that you're here for the right reasons, the barriers they built up around them will crumble, and Virgo will make excellent friends and companions. If you'd like to hear more about Virgos, click on this next video here, and thanks for watching.